right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Douglasville Impact, our community podcast. I'm Jason Post, and we are super excited to be back with you today with some fun and exciting stuff happening in the Douglasville community. So joining us again in our virtual environment today is Mr. Aaron Sarowitz,
Hey.
Ms. Allison Parker,
Hello.
and from down the street at our Cultural Arts Council, Miss Emily Lightner.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Emily. Got some fun and cool creative things happening down the street that we're going to talk about today. So really excited to get to that. So thanks, everybody, for coming. And let's go ahead and jump right into what we got going on. So I think Aaron's got some local news stuff coming at us, right? What's
Do I
going on,
ever?
Aaron?
Do I ever? A lot of big things happening. So tonight, that's September 3rd, we have our final millage rate hearings at the Douglasville Conference Center. So first is at 5 p.m. to, that's the kind of the final public meeting where people can come and listen to the presentation by our finance department and, ask any questions they may have or give any public comment or anything like that. And then at 5:30, they'll have a special called meeting to officially adopt the millage rate for 2021, 2020, 2021. The next one. The next one.
Yeah, the next one.
The upcoming.
Whenever the next
one.
tax season thing rolls around. It's for us here at the city, it's millage rate season, so we've been talking a lot about millage rate.
That's right.
As we do every year. So just to give our spiel once more, the city is what they're proposing is to not change the millage rate that we had last year. So it'll be the same millage rate. Actually, there's two parts of our millage rate. This is how we've been explaining it. So our overall millage rate is made up of two things: our maintenance and operation millage rate, and the bond on the public safety building. And so those two rates put together to make up our overall millage rate. So our main M&O maintenance and operation millage rate is staying exactly the same. It will not go up. The city's not going to raise it. The bond millage rate is actually going to go down a little bit because of the value of the public safety building has gone up. So the city's overall millage rate will be going down slightly. So the city is slightly lowering the millage rate. That's the important part to focus on. Now, people in the community may their actual taxes, that their property taxes they pay, may go up slightly next year. But if it does, that's basically because the value of their property has increased. So we're not raising anything, but if the value of your property has increased, that's how they figure out those property taxes. So you may pay a little bit more in property taxes strictly based on the value of your property going up, which is a good thing.
Right.
But the city is not raising anything. We're actually lowering our overall millage rate just a little.
Yeah, so it really depends on what your property's assessed at.
It really does. Yeah. Which is not anything that we control.
Right.
But it's our millage rate spiel.
So yeah, if you have any questions or want to voice your opinion, 5 o'clock tonight at the conference center, you can do that. And then 5:30, we'll officially adopt it. And then we'll move on from there. So, yeah. Next, we, of course, can't not talk about the census. Was that a double negative? We have to talk about the census.
Not. I think that's the correct usage of the double negative, actually.
Put in a more straightforward way, we have to talk about the census. So it is now September. So that is the final month of census counting. So September 30th is the deadline, the last day that they will do any counts. So just a reminder, the census does a lot for us. So it helps with financial support for public health, for transportation, for education. And those are just a few things that it helps. It also helps with representation for our community at the state and federal levels. And it establishes voting districts and things like that. So it's very important for those things. So make sure, if you haven't yet, fill out your census form. You can do it online. You can call. And there's canvassers out now who will be knocking on your door eventually if you haven't filled out your census. So please do. Save them a trip. Save yourself any weird knocks at your door that you're not expecting. I always freak out.
Nobody likes surprise visitors.
Whenever I get a knock at the door and it's not a delivery person, I'm always like, okay, am I going to answer it? Am I just going to let them kind of stand there for a minute and walk away? Yeah. So if you don't want to knock at the door, just fill it out and you will not get that.
Super easy.
Right.
2 minutes.
Right.
You go onto the website and it's like 2 minutes. You answer like 5 or 6 questions,
Yep,
and they're not
super
like super
easy.
evasive questions. It's just how many people, but that's where we get important numbers. When
Right.
you hear the people talk about, hey, our population in Douglasville is 38,500 or whatever. That's the only way we know, and that's how we use those numbers a lot for all kinds of stuff, everything from education and to planning and development and everything impacts. When people say, hey, we want to get Costco, we want to get this, that, and the other, they look at things like populations and population densities and population makeup and things like that. So this is what will help us to get things like a Whole Foods and a Costco and things like that. We have to know the information to be able to go out and market Douglasville and Douglas County to those companies, basically, to say, hey, we got a great community with this many people and a great makeup of people. So,
and look, they use that data
for
for 10 years. So
yeah,
I mean,
for 10 years.
They use the American survey and they kind of update it, but the base
this is
is
a
what
big
they'll
chance
use
to get the real detail. Yeah,
for the next 10 years. So it's very
So
important.
very, very important to get everyone as possible to go out and fill that out. And again, it's super easy. You go to the website. It literally takes like 2 minutes.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
If that. If you're fast, even less. Super easy.
Yep.
So definitely go fill out your census.
Yep. And so just a little update for the self-response rates. The state of Georgia is at 60.4%. Douglas County is at 65.6%. And the city of Douglasville is at 60.1%. So we want to try to get as close to 100 as we can. So we have some work to do in this last month.
A little way to go. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely fill it out if you haven't.
Excellent.
So, and then third and finally is Mill Village Park has reopened all the way back in August. It reopened. So I think a week or two ago it reopened. So, and it is beautiful. I mean, I've seen it. It looks awesome.
It's really nice.
We have really cool videos on our Facebook and Instagram accounts, kind of a quick run through of the park grounds. So it's really fun if you want to take a look at our Facebook or Instagram pages, or both. You can look at both to watch the video. And if you want an opportunity or a reason to go visit in person, the Douglas County Chamber of Commerce is having their business for breakfast there on September 10th from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So, if you struggle to get to early things like I do, set your alarm earlier and get your butt out there at 8 o'clock, and you can get a good breakfast. You can walk around the park. Not sure how much play you can get in, but definitely go check it out. It's awesome.
Nice. And the chamber, are they taking reservations for that one right now?
Anything? I believe they are. You'll have to register on the chamber's website. Yep, which is just go to Google and then type in Douglas County Chamber of Commerce. I don't know the website off the top of my head.
It's just DouglasCountyGeorgia.com.
Great. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Teamwork. Yep. So definitely go check it out. Hopefully the weather will hold out, but it's a good reason to get out and check out Mill Village.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really cool over there. So
yeah.
Awesome. Anything else? Does that wrap up our news for the week?
That wraps it up.
Excellent. News check. Thank you. All right. That brings us down to Miss Allison Parker for the fun stuff, right? Are you you're a captain of the fun patrol this week, or I don't know what your title is this week. We keep changing the fun.
Chief Fun Officer.
Engineer on the fun train. Chief Fun Officer.
Not to be confused with CFO.
CFO is a different thing, I think. Yeah.
But nevertheless, I will follow suit. So, in following with Aaron talking about Mill Village, our Douglasville Parks and Recreation Department has introduced the Great Scavenger Hunt, which is really exciting and a great time, especially with virtual learning. We've already had some families complete the scavenger hunt. And what it does is it gives our citizens and residents an opportunity to see all the amenities that our parks offer. And so it's been really great. We've been receiving pictures of kids out at the parks. Some parents have been using it as an opportunity for PE in this age of virtual learning. So it's been really, really great and has received a great response. And so if you'd like information on that, you can visit our website at douglasvillega.gov, and you want to start at Hunter Park for your first clue. Your second clue is you may want to know which parks are City of Douglasville parks and which parks are Douglas County parks, because if you end up at Deer Lick, I don't know what to tell you.
You're not going to find a sign.
You'll find some signs. It just may not be the scavenger hunt signs.
gonna
It'll
find the
say
right
don't
one.
feed the ducks.
Right.
So, but it's a really, really great. I'm looking forward to even getting out there and trying it just to see what is at our different parks, things that I may not even be aware of. So, a lot of fun.
I think that's a great ad. It looks like so much fun. I want to take the kids out and just stand back and let them do it all, because we help put together the signs and stuff, so we know where everything goes. But we can just step back and let them do it, and I'll just follow them around because it looks like so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, it's a classic scavenger hunt. You read the sign, it gives you something to do. You got to go take a selfie with something in the park or something like that, and then it gives you a clue that you have to kind of figure out what park you go to next, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. And you can always go to our website, douglasvilleparks.com, and that'll give you some hints as to, all the parks and what they have and where you might need to go next.
You can Google that too. Just type in.
Google's the answer.
Dr. Google knows a lot of the answers.
Dr.
Yes.
Google does know. And there is a prize for finishing the scavenger hunt, which I will just say it is an item that you can use at our parks.
Nice.
Yes. So be sure to check out the Great Scavenger Hunt. And it's going to be up throughout the entire month of September. So you can do it during the week. You can do it during the weekend. Labor Day is coming up. So if you need some things to do to get outside the house during Labor Day, that's also an alternative. So fun stuff there. Yes. And then we are continuing our Take Care campaign. It has received such great response from residents and our community members that we ran out of masks. But we are happy to announce that we have restocked our masks and our signs, and they are available for pickup. And for those who aren't familiar with our Take Care campaign, it is literally just yes, Emily, yes. Thank you, Jason. Love the props. Our Take Care campaign is a call
variety.
for kindness. Yes. Aaron, where's yours? No.
No, that won't work.
No. Yes. Emily has her buttons.
Yeah.
We have window clings. We have masks, as they showed. And then if you drive by the Cultural Arts Council, you'll see the yard signs. Thanks for the button, Aaron. So be sure to come by and pick up your Take Care kit. They are complimentary. We just ask that you complete our Take Care pledge. And in doing so, you're just pledging to take care of yourself by continuing to social distance and wash your hands. You're pledging to take care of others by wearing a mask, by being kind and considerate. And then we're still pledging to take care of businesses, especially those here that are locally that have changed their operations and just adapted to this current pandemic. So we love that everyone is supporting it. We have more items available, and then we will also be at the Church Street Farmers Market, this upcoming one, with masks, signs, buttons, and window clings. So if you are unable to stop by the Welcome Center to pick them up, you can stop by the farmers market and get some fresh produce and support more local businesses.
And it's cool that a lot of the downtown businesses have kind of jumped on, and you'll go and you'll see the little window clings on their doors with the yard signs out front. They're wearing the masks. They got the buttons on, so they're helping to support the community. So we need to go and help support those downtown businesses as well, which is really cool. And for all of you who are listening to the audio only show, we held up some really cool masks and different things. You can't see that, but if you go to douglasvillega.com/takecare, that'll take you directly to our Take Care portal, where you can see all this cool stuff that we've got, that we've made up to help show your support for our community. And you can also get to the online pledge there to say, hey, I want to support the community and support my neighbors and make sure we're all taking care of each other and stuff. So that's a great site. So you can go to douglasvillega.gov/takecare. And
Yes.
then you get to see all this cool stuff, especially for our audio people who aren't really watching and or curious about what we're all holding up. So
Yes. And for those who have supported, be sure to send us photos because as time goes by, we're going to be sharing out pictures of those in the community who have taken the pledge and gotten the signs and the pictures. I know Emily sent us some, and then we were at Kumba not too long ago and they had masks and buttons and clings, and so we'll be sure to share those on our social media pages.
very cool. Super excited. Yeah, we had a great response to that to the point where our welcome center got cleaned out in like the first 2 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a good sign. That's a good
Yes.
sign. So
There's a waiting list now, isn't there?
There is.
Somewhere.
we're all restocked now, so they can all come pick. We did have a waiting list when we ran out. We were still taking the pledges and the reservations for the little take care kits, but we're fully restocked now. So if you've reserved some stuff, come on in and pick it up, and it's all
It's
there.
ready for you.
So, what else you got going on, Chief Fun Officer?
I believe that is all for today.
Okay, cool. That's plenty of fun. We got more fun to
Yes.
come though. So.
We do.
So well, that'll bring us down to Miss Emily Lightner and the Cultural Arts Council and all the fun stuff that you guys got going on, fun and creative stuff around our community. We love everything that you guys do that makes our community seem so creative and beautiful, really. I mean, so tell us a little bit about what all you guys got happening down at the CAC.
Yeah, we're staying busy. We have our public art initiative that we have continued to put forth more things in the community to brighten it up, give us a sense of belonging. And we have extended our fire hydrants. So right now, if you've taken the tour of hydrants, they go from the Cultural Arts Center right across from Douglas County High School, and it goes all the way down to O'Neill Plaza. That's where our Dalmatian is. So now we can make a complete circle so you can take the tour on, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, do the scavenger hunt, you can take the tour of hydrants, and it'll now go over to Hudson's. Well, you'll find the famous pig now outside of Hudson's, and then it'll go down past the library and up past Douglas County High School. And right back at the Cultural Arts Center. So now it makes a complete circle. So we're so excited to have that in completion. It's been a lot of fun seeing everybody's selfies that they're doing with the hydrants and seeing different things happen.
I love the fire hydrants. They're
Yeah.
really cool.
Which one is your favorite though?
Well, I really like ours right here on O'Neill Plaza, the little Dalmatian. I really like that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just our bias because he's right here at us.
The pig is really cute too.
I was going to say the
Hudson's.
pig is
Yeah.
so cute.
I do want to. I haven't seen it yet, so that's one I do want to see.
Yeah,
I've seen
it's
all
right
the
there on the
rest.
corner at the light.
Okay.
So
We'll have
you
to
can
complete
easily
the tour
see
now.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to complete the tour, and you can easily see it just driving around too as well. But I know a lot of our community members, when they're just taking their normal walks with their family, getting out, exercising, they're taking a lot of selfies with the hydrant. So we're excited to see those and sharing with us. But also we have our new billboard project. It's called Art Pop ATL. And it has now gone viral. So we were so excited. Last year, at this time, I met the director of Art Pop. They're a nonprofit organization, and they bring in this billboard competition to states across the U.S. So Las Vegas, North Carolina, New York, but it's not in Georgia. So we had the opportunity to bring Art Pop to Georgia. And what happened is we juried in 30 artists into this program. And we took their artwork and we blew it up on billboards and bus stations, at MARTA, at the Hartsville Airport. You'll see their artwork blown up across Metro Atlanta and the state of Georgia now. So it's all bringing awareness to what we're doing here in Douglasville at the Cultural Arts Center as well. And we're impacting artists. You know, it's a tough time right now for artists. We're nonprofit, and arts are one of the first things to get cut. We were able to implement this program during a tough time and make it possible. But these artists are now receiving commissions that they can't keep up with. They're selling prints of their work, selling bumper stickers, selling all sorts of different things to bring in a source of revenue when they weren't able to before. So not only are we bringing recognition, but we're growing the economic development and supporting our local artists as well. So it's a wonderful program. Another thing, when you're just driving out and about, see if you can find some of these billboards. WSB TV did a great interview on one of them. His name is Michael Wall, and he's a MARTA bus driver. And he did a portrait of his beautiful wife and blew it up on a billboard. I mean, what kind of gift is that? Like,
Nice.
you know, my husband needs to step up his game.
I was going to say, he definitely scored some points there.
Yeah. It was her birthday gift too. And I'm like, husband, come on. Like, she's got a billboard. What you going to do?
Right.
You have to be good though. If I painted
It's
a picture
true.
of my wife and put it on a huge billboard, she probably wouldn't appreciate it because I
Yeah.
don't look like her.
It's the thought. It's the thought, Jason.
Yeah.
So he has a wonderful story that the news shared about him and being a MARTA bus driver and trying to make this his full-time job, which he's already receiving a lot of commissions from, and murals that
Oh,
he's
that's
been
awesome.
doing for the community, and especially Atlanta. And so if you get on his bus, he will take you through the stops and point out each one. So now riders on the bus not only get a destination to destination, but they're getting a personal tour of the arts as they go along. So
Nice.
it's been a lot of fun doing it.
That's awesome. Really? Wow. That's one I wasn't quite aware of. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love seeing any increase of the arts in the community is great, but that's all over the metro area. So that's cool.
Yeah. And
Cool.
we also have our exhibits still going on. We actually have an opening reception tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. We are following CDC and state guidelines, making sure that we are doing social distancing. We're encouraging our mask. You can talk with Allison or go to do your pledge and get your Take Care Douglasville mask and wear it tonight. And then also, we'll have sanitizer, everything, all the food will be prepackaged to make sure that everybody's staying safe. We will have awards tonight. This is our national juried art show. So it's artists from across the country that was juried in. So we have people from Ohio, from, Alabama, a lot from the Southeast, from Montana. We juried in 90 pieces of artwork, which is a ton for us.
Yeah.
And we received more submissions than we ever have, but unfortunately we weren't able to take them all. And our judges came in yesterday to complete their judging. So we'll hand out 5 different awards tonight. And they said this is one of the hardest competitions that they've had to judge. These artists have been busy,
Wow.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
So come by, check it out. If you can't make it tonight, come by anytime now through September 25th. We also have a great pop-up art shop featuring Leanne Messersmith and her homemade jewelry and handmade that she puts a lot of work into. It's absolutely beautiful. So there's still a lot going on. Unfortunately, we did have to cancel our chili cook-off that happens at this time. Usually we're getting
Yeah.
ready for this fun and festive season, but just out of an abundance of cautiousness for our community, for our staff, our volunteers, we wanted to
Yeah.
take care of everybody.
Here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's that was a big one for all of us because we're all looking forward to the chili cook-off because it was also a carryover from Taste and everything as well. So we're super excited about that. But even with that, you guys do have some more stuff coming up. You're still going. You're still out there. So I know you got some fundraising opportunities you guys are looking at. So anything we can do to help, let us know. If there's any of those you want to talk about, we can definitely talk about some of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
and-
So it was 2 out of 3 of our fundraisers, as a nonprofit. That's how we receive our funds, so we can do everything that we do for the community for free or
Yeah.
at low cost. So it's making a significant impact. So we did create a new funding campaign called When You Can't Save the Date, Save the Arts. And so we're looking for different funders to help support this. We'll have great benefit levels to where you can even get a public art bench in the Rosalind Carter Butterfly Garden Trail or at your place of business. So there's a lot of great opportunities there as well. So if you have questions, feel free to contact me.
Excellent. Yeah. So as we're pushing the community support and the taking care of the arts and taking care of those art organizations like the CAC is another big part of that. You guys have had some major issues with having, like you said, those are 2 of your big fundraisings throughout the year. And with COVID, like everything, there's been cancellations all year. So this is an opportunity to step up and take care of the arts in our community and take care of all the good stuff that you guys do in our community and with our kids and in our schools and everything, promoting the arts in the community. So we appreciate all that you guys do. So we really, I hope everybody can kind of step up and look at what we can do to help support the CAC. So we know that here, art-wise, you guys started your rotation back for your art on loan program. So we got new art here at City Hall. So we did get that. And there's some new art that popped up out on the plaza as well, right?
There is. We partner with Visit Douglasville for our O'Neill Plaza Fence Gallery. And so that's been exciting. We juried in different photographers throughout the community that submitted, and we are about to start that back up again. We are looking at expanding it as well. So just stay tuned because there's a lot more great things to come.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, I love, like I said, anytime there's really fun, creative, artistic stuff that pops up. But yeah, it looks great out there on the plaza and stuff's another reason to come down and take your fire hydrant tour, come out to the plaza and look at all the artwork out there and stuff. So a lot of good stuff. It really, it really decorates our community. It makes some really interesting, creative stuff in the community. It really, adds a whole nother level, I think, to what's going on outside. And things like that is easy to come out. We talk about take care of yourself, which is part of the program. And this is where we encourage you to still get out, get some fresh air. Don't stay kind of trapped inside. You can't gather in groups, but you can definitely get out with your family, go to the parks, do a scavenger hunt, take the tour of the fire hydrants, come out to the plaza and look at all the art. These are things you can get out and do, and you're not doing it in a large group, so it's still safe, it's still social distance compliant, and you can get out with your family and do some fun stuff. So,
and they're free.
And they're free, which is an
Can't beat
excellent
that.
price.
Yeah, right.
So awesome. So any other fun stuff you guys got coming up that you want to talk about before we wrap up?
Yeah, so,
Emily?
we have a lot of great things coming up. I just kind of highlighted on some of our top things, but you can always visit our website at artsdouglas.org or follow us on social media, hashtag ArtsDouglas. That's the best way to stay involved and active on what's going on in your own community.
Absolutely. And there's always something going on. So I'm always seeing stuff coming out from the CAC. You guys are always working, and you always have fun stuff and, like I said, stuff that is very beneficial to the community. So so definitely everyone go out and follow them on Facebook, find ways to support the arts in our community. Awesome.
Definitely.
Well, thank you again, Emily, for joining us and catching us up on everything that the Cultural Arts Council has going on. And thanks to Aaron and Allison as well for keeping us informed about all the news and fun stuff happening in and around Douglasville and Douglas County. So thanks again, you guys, for joining us. Thanks again to everyone who is listening and watching, and we will see you next time on Douglasville Impact.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take care, y'all.